Thank you for joining me again as I continue to review ICE's 2025 Borrower Insights Survey ebook. And as I mentioned in a video earlier, this ebook is packed full of great data, 54 pages of wonderful charts, data. Now, my video earlier was addressing what borrowers are looking for in their lenders. In this video, I'm going to talk about what home buyers and home sellers are thinking about in 2025. And this is straight from the survey. I will put a link to where you can request a survey. I'll put the link below, but you have to put your email into that request and you'll get the survey. Here's what it is. So 44% of borrowers say higher mortgage rates made them delay or cancel buying plans. Makes sense? 27 report that affordability challenges force them to consider smaller homes or less desirable locations. Nearly 50% of refinancers opted for cash-out refinances, showing that homeowners are still tapping into their equity and are willing to do loans. 40% of buyers admitted they needed help understanding all available financing options. Yeah, that's complicated. 37% say the process of comparing offers between lenders was confusing or overwhelming. Isn't that true? The more the government tries to make it easier to compare, the harder it is. 33% cite credit score requirements as a barrier to qualifying for their home they wanted. By the way, their perceptions are incorrect about credit, which we'll talk about in my next video. We start talking about sellers. Sellers are also adjusting their expectations. 55% of sellers offered buyer concessions to secure a sale. Interesting. 42% believe they could have priced their home better with stronger agent guidance. By the way, that's held true year after year. Sellers have this false belief of what their home was worth, and if their agent just would have advised them better, they could have got more money. I'm not sure if that's true. 38% say coordinating between their agent and lender added unexpected stress. Isn't that a shame? 38% say having to manage the emotions of their lender and their agent was a problem to them. 31% said longer time on the market forced them to reduce their listing price. And 29% relied on their agent more than expected to explain financing terms or navigate buyer contingencies. Well, I mean, that's what you're paying us for, right? So here's the thing: if you're that's what buyers and sellers are thinking. You know, they're worried about the market, they're unsure what's happening, they're frustrated with their experience, and so our opportunity is really just we got to continue to educate our clients, whether they're a buyer or a seller. We need to give sellers, if you're an agent, you got to give them data-driven pricing strategies. You need to really explain how you're pricing the home and why. And all of us just need to really close the communication gap to try to give our borrowers and our buyers a little better experience, and our sellers. But this has come straight out of the ICE Insight Report. Check it out. You got to spend some time going through this. I'm only covering less than 5% of the data in this report. If you looked at it, you would see other interesting data, things that I maybe don't interest me, but it's all really, really worthwhile. And from it though, and by the way, I did a comprehensive review of this report on LinkedIn. I'm doing several posts today on LinkedIn on this report. So go to my LinkedIn. You can just get the bullet point data points, or click on the link below and order the report yourself. But regardless, I appreciate you giving me a few minutes of your time. I hope you get a lot out of this. I know I do. I look forward to talking to you again today. By the way, I'm going to do one more video. I'm going to do it on the renters, and the renters information is the most interesting. I hope to see you again. Have a great day. Thank you.